What's up, guys? Nathan here for By the Base Sports, a channel by a fan for the fans. So, guys, we're on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So most likely long videos will be on Instagram TV and YouTube. So if you want to follow us on there, on those channels, on TikTok and YouTube, it is just By the Base Sports. On Twitter, it is By the Base Sports 1, and then on Instagram, it's By the Base Sports 2020. Please like, follow us, and on YouTube, of course, subscribe, comment, and like. And guys, hopefully you guys will like this content, what we're doing. And if you guys want, put something down, and we'll discuss it. And I'll look closely at those comments, and we will discuss topics. I will try to do a little bit of research on it, and then also try to do that. So we're in episode 2. Told you in the first episode, MLB was going to put all the teams in Arizona. Well, that's now been scrapped. So what they're going to do is they're going to have the teams at spring training in Florida go back to Florida, and then the teams at spring training in Arizona go back to Arizona. So what they're going to do is they're going to have the Grapefruit League and the Cactus League. They're scrapping the American League and National League is the plan right now, and they are going to have it like that, and they're going to put the teams into 3 divisions within those leagues, and it'll be a mix of the American and National League teams. So here we go. We're going to go through the divisions. I'm going to give you guys a quick little excerpt of who I think is going to come out of those, and we'll go from there. Here we go. Grapefruit League in the North Division. The Detroit Tigers, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the New York Yankees, and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, that's a good division, but I think there's 2 clear teams that are obviously better than everybody else in that division. That's going to be the New York Yankees, obviously, and the Philadelphia Phillies. I think the Phillies, last year, if they can start like they did the beginning of last season and get off to that hot start before Andrew McCutchen was out, that team's going to be solid, and they're going to be a good playoff caliber team. Another one is going to be the Yankees, of course. So here we go. That's what they're calling the North Division of the Grapefruit League. Here's what they're going to call the South Division. It's going to have the Atlanta Braves, the Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Red Sox, the Minnesota Twins, and the Tampa Bay Rays. That is a pretty good division. You got 4 caliber teams that have been in playoff scenarios or in the playoffs the last 3 seasons. And then you put in the dunker of the team, the daggone worst team in all of baseball last year, the Baltimore Orioles. So I think what's going to happen in that division, the Twins are going to come out of the South Grapefruit League division. They picked up Josh Donaldson, who played for my Atlanta Braves, and yeah, that's kind of, and they've still got the team that they had last year. And last 2 years, it's kind of gone for the push for the playoffs. So yeah, sorry Rays, I think you guys are still trying to figure out who you guys want. And then the Red Sox, it kind of hurt them trading Mookie and Price to the Dodgers. So let's go to the East Division of the Grapefruit League that they are proposing. It's going to be the world champion Washington Nationals, St. Louis Cardinals, New York Mets, Miami Marlins, and the Houston Cheaters. Cheaters, a.k.a. the Houston Astros. So, of course, the Astros are in their cheating scandal. They share a facility with the Nationals there, and then the Mets and the Cardinals share a facility, and the Mets have their own in that division. So I think the team that's going to come out of there obviously is going to be the world champs. They're hungry. They want more. They got a good team. They're going after it. And then I think the other team's going to be obviously the St. Louis Cardinals, who thrashed my Atlanta Braves in Game 5 of the NLDS last year. And yeah, it's going to be those teams. Now we're going to hit up the Cactus League. And the Cactus League is going to be cool. There's going to be some good teams in some of these divisions. So here we go. With their first division is the Northeast, and it's going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Chicago Cubs, Colorado Rockies, Oakland Athletics, and the San Francisco Giants. 2 teams I think that's going to come out of there are going to be the Diamondbacks. They got Madison Bumgarner. They got a young, good core around them. They also signed Cole Calhoun. They're going to be ready to ball as well this season, and those guys are going to that team's going to be pretty good along with their young prospect Josh Rojas. And then you've got the Oakland Athletics, who have the last, I think, 2-3 years have been playoff contention-like team, and they're just going to keep rolling like they normally do. Now we're going to go to the Western Division of the Cactus League, which is the Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Indians, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, the two teams I think I'm going to get there, obviously the Dodgers, they got Price and Mookie Betts in a trade. They also traded Jock Peterson to the Reds, but I think just with getting Price and adding Betts to the outfield, that's just going to make them that much better. Of course, they have Cody Bellinger, who's the MVP, and Clayton Kershaw, who's always in that contention for Cy Young. So they're going to be a good team to watch. Then the other team is going to be, I believe, is going to be the Angels. You've got Mike Trout. I mean, come on. Mike Trout is like the world's best player. So you got him, and then you've got Shohei Ohtani, who hopefully can come back and do some more pitching some days and hitting the others. Who knows? They also added Anthony Rendon from the Nationals, so that's a good pickup. And Joe Madden is now their skipper, so that's very good for them. And I think the Angels are going to make a shock and get to the playoffs. And then the last division of the Cactus League is called the Northwest. It has the Kansas City Royals, the Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres, Seattle Mariners, and the Texas Rangers. Well, the Rangers, as we know, were supposed to open up their new stadium, Globe Life Park, in Dallas, Texas, but that's not happening thanks to this corona stuff anytime soon, so we don't know when that'll happen. But I'm going to tell you the team that's coming out of here, and that's obviously the Milwaukee Brewers. You got Christian Yelich, who is always on fire when he plays, Lorenzo Cain, and that team is just going to be filthy as usual. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So those are my predictions of the divisions inside the Cactus League and the Grapefruit League that the MLB is proposing doing to somehow start the season and actually have a season. And so us fans at home will be able to watch something and actually watch live games instead of watching rerun games. So hopefully this happens. They're also working with the CDC. The other thing that's going on is they got some weird stuff going on with that. They've also are thinking about doing a few things. I don't know what's going on, if they want to still have pitchers hit or do the DH. I most likely think they'll go the DH route for all teams and most likely hopefully expand all rosters, which that hope for my Braves, because we have a lot of pitching prospects and that will carry us through, I think, to hopefully win the 2020 season and be the World Series champions, but I don't know yet. And then the other thing they're going to do, they're going to try to do that automated strike zone so the umpire doesn't have to be right there with the batter and the catcher. I don't know how that's going to work. You got technology, and if it goes wrong and the umpire's like, well, the thing told me that, you're going to have a lot of managers getting tossed because of technology not doing its job. So hopefully that will get worked out, and I kind of have a weird prediction that the thing will be scrapped after the first week of the season. So that'll be good for that, and then they'll have normal baseball way it's supposed to be called, balls and strikes, safes and outs, and fair and fouls. So hopefully that'll happen. College football, they have mentioned that they're optimistic and are hoping they will start the season. That is the one thing I've heard. There's also some weird stuff that somebody blasted Dabo Swinney about, guys. Go check that out. Some on respective other sports sites. But now we're going to talk about quickly about. I thought I had some mess-ups on the going through the league tables of the soccer world, but I kind of did. So I'm going to go back and look at those. I'm using the app called FotMob, and we're going to go through all the top 5 leagues in Europe real quick. As you guys know, the Premier League, Liverpool's leading along Man City, Leicester at 3rd, and Chelsea at 4th. Man United's 5th, Wolves at 6th, Sheffield United at 7, Tottenham at 8, Arsenal at 9, and Burnley at 10. Now here's the cool part. Man City, as you guys know, has a Champions League ban. I think it's for 2 seasons, and so that's going to kind of hurt them. So if they are actually challenging that decision, that ruling by UEFA, so they are hoping that does not happen. But as you know, I'm a Man United fan. I hope it does, and they are the scenario for British football will be that the team in 5th place, which is Man U, will be the team that will get that spot if the decision made by UEFA regarding Man City's transfer ban holds up. So that's going to be awesome. So let's go check out the Bundesliga. This was the league I wasn't sure about the last time. And this time, Bayern Munich is in the lead, and Borussia Dortmund is number 2, followed by Leipzig and Borussia Mönchengladbach. So right now, Bayern's got a 4-point lead over Dortmund, and then it's 1 point off for the next 3. So that's how it's going there in Bundesliga. Liga 1 in France is obviously PSG's up by 12 over Marseille. So I think they're going to do that if we get to have soccer continue after all this coronavirus stuff. Then La Liga, it's clear shot. Barcelona's 1, Real Madrid 2. The Clásico Titans are going at it, and they are the only 2 teams over 50 points right now since we've stopped the play of football due to the coronavirus. Thank you very much. So now we are doing a look at Serie A, and in that it's Juventus, and they're only up by 1 point since they've stopped play with Lazio right behind, who is out of Rome. So, and then the next closest team behind Lazio is Inter Milan, but right now it is between Lazio and Juventus. So, guys, I hope you guys got a quick rundown of that, and guys, I'm just letting you know, again, please follow, subscribe, like, comment, any of that stuff here on my previously aforementioned sites that I'm on: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. So, guys, with all that being said, remember, buy a fan for the fans. And you guys can put stuff in there that if you guys want to discuss something or go more in depth about a certain topic between the topics of Major League Baseball, top world soccer, and college football. So, that being said, guys, hopefully we'll do another video next week. If not, see you then.